Here we go. Here we go. Welcome back. Another edition of Gen Sports Corner. Monday, July 14th, 2025. Thanks for joining me. Finally getting a chance to talk about the fights that went down this weekend. The big event on Netflix on Friday, Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano 3, and a really good undercard as well. And then Saturday night, Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda, as well as, I'll never get his name right, Shiraz and Berlanga. Very, very good weekend of fights, excuse me. And let me go ahead and get into my breakdown as well as what my predictions were. So, first fight on the docket, the Trilogy. The third time that these two warriors fought. 30 rounds total in this trilogy. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. I'm a huge fan of both of them. First and foremost, I'm happy that they both finally got their opportunity to achieve stardom on a big stage, get paid, get the recognition they deserve. Katie Taylor, very, very highly accomplished, highly skilled boxer, cerebral, technical. Amanda Serrano, very, very vicious puncher. Always, I knew about her before Jake Paul, and the fact that she finally got a chance to get her shine on this big stage, kudos to them. But as far as the fight, my original prediction, I thought that Amanda Serrano was going to win this fight. I didn't see a knockout coming. If there was going to be a stoppage, I thought it would come from Serrano stopping Taylor. But I picked Serrano to win by decision. But she was not able to pull out the victory against Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor won this by decision to take the Trilogy 3-0. The way I had it scored, I personally had the fight scored a draw. I thought it was 5-5. Going into the seventh round, I had it tied up 3-3. So I'll go through round by round what I saw. And this was an extremely tough fight to judge because they did not throw many punches within range of each other, and they didn't land a whole lot of punches. They were very cautious. It was the exact opposite of the first two fights. First two fights, they came out immediately, got down to business. There was no feel out process, maybe for all of one round or maybe two, but they were right at it. This fight was a high level chess match, and I think many people who don't look at boxing all the time, they were turned off by it. They're not throwing a lot of punches. Serrano's sitting back trying to gauge distance and throwing air punches, which did not help her case. And they both looked like they were not scared, but intentional with every movement, every punch, every defensive measure they were taking. And I thought that Katie Taylor got the best of the exchanges at the range they were fighting at. They were fighting at mid-range for a vast majority of the fight. And Katie Taylor, she's an excellent counterpuncher. That's what she does. Amanda Serrano tried to box or outbox her, and I don't think she quite had enough to beat Katie Taylor at that game. Katie Taylor's combinations with the counterpunching, I think, were crisper, sharper, and cleaner when she landed. So round one, I gave to Serrano. There was only 3 punches landed. Serrano landed 2 of them. And I thought she was moving forward a little bit. So I gave it to Serrano. Round 2, Katie Taylor. Serrano had a good straight right early, but I thought Katie Taylor controlled the pace after that good straight right that Serrano landed. Round 3, Katie Taylor. And mind you, many of these rounds can be swing rounds because the disparity between the punches landed was so close. Round 3 was Taylor for me. Serrano had a moment, but I thought that Taylor landed the cleaner counters. Round 4, Serrano. They both landed a few shots, but Serrano was more effective. She pressed the pace. It wasn't a dominant round by either of them yet, but I thought that Serrano took that round. Round 5, Katie Taylor. And this round is one of the rounds that I thought that hurt Serrano's chances to win. Serrano, in my notes, was controlling the ring, but she got caught with a few counters that she should not have got caught with. And these are very close rounds, as the commentators were alluding to as they were talking through the fight. I thought that she ate a few counters that she shouldn't have, reminiscent of the second fight. And if she didn't, I would have given her giving her that round. Round 6, Amanda Serrano came right back. Great round by both of them. There was a straight right by Katie Taylor, and then he traded punches. Serrano landed a good counter, but Serrano was walking forward and landed a really good punch near the end of that round, and I gave Serrano that round. So 3-3 after the 6th round. Round 7, these are the championship rounds in the uh, women's boxing for me. Round 7, Katie Taylor, I had her winning that round. Serrano, again, had moments, had spots. But Taylor, ironically, this time, Katie Taylor was the one walking forward. She was the one that landed a good 1-2. I wanted two good straight rights in that round. Round 8, Serrano came right back. Taylor landed some good shots, but Serrano was more effective, more active, and some of the body shots towards the end of the round stood out to me. And I had Serrano taking round 8. Round 9, Serrano, I thought she out hustled Katie Taylor in round 9. And this is where I think Serrano, I thought if she took this 10th round, she would have gotten the fight. But I thought that Katie Taylor was more consistent than Serrano in that last round, even though they both looked good in that round. And Katie Taylor, in my opinion, fought her way to a draw with that 10th round. Now, that being said, there were two other judges. Now, the final scorecards, one of them had it a draw, and then two other judges had it scored, I believe, I think 7-3 for Katie Taylor or something of that nature. I could see that being a plausible score based off of two of the early rounds. Maybe round 4 or round 6. I can't remember which one. Because overall, Katie Taylor landed the cleaner shots. I just didn't think she was hurting Serrano, which is why I was willing to give Serrano what I would consider two of those swing rounds. But I'm not shocked that the judges saw it 7-3. Two of the judges saw it that way. That being said, two things, and I want your guys' opinion on this. One, why not have, if you're going to keep the rounds at 2 minutes, why not extend the fight out to 12 rounds instead of 10? It's pretty obvious that 2-minute rounds are not enough to really properly judge these women that are fighting when you have two women at the highest level. When you have a fighter like Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, they're fighting at a high level. 1 or 2 punches can make the difference. And by the time that 2-minute time point hits in the round, they're just getting going. So you don't really get a chance to see what would happen in that 3rd minute. And then the second option would be make it 3-minute rounds. If you're going to keep it at 10 rounds, make it 3 minutes. Like Amanda Serrano was suggesting for the second fight. Because if these were 3-minute rounds, I think that heavily favors Serrano. And I mentioned that in my prediction video. But that being said, I saw it as a draw. I thought that Serrano did a lot of the things that I was actually suggesting in my breakdown video from Fight 2. Some of the things I was pointing out, some people agreed, some people did not, but these were the things I was pointing out. The defense was much better. She wasn't jumping in reckless, but I think that she was a little bit overcautious and had a little bit of difficulty gauging the distance, which is why she was throwing the air punches. People just think that she was afraid, or she just, I don't know, wasting punches or whatnot. No, I think that she was trying to gauge the distance at mid-range, because she's been in the ring for 20 rounds with Katie Taylor. She knows exactly what's coming back at mid-range if she misses a punch wildly. That being said, the corner, there has to be better adjustments than that. It can't just be, oh, let's just keep peppering, let's pick up with the 1-2, throw more of the 1-2. No, you have to have more adjustments. Move off the center line, change angles. Like, there has to be a different adjustment than that. So that was my thoughts on the fight. I thought that was a draw. If you're going to give somebody the win, I would say Katie Taylor won this fight, but I saw it as a draw. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I'm going to chop this up and move over to the next fight, which was on Friday night between William Zepeda and Shakur Stevenson.